time and money and everything. And the other is revolutionary. Marxism, accept it. Now be ready to sacrifice your lives and topple over this government or rule of Tsar and establish the system. This was the first example in the human history that Muhammad produced. After he had that victory inside the Arabian Peninsula, then he extended his sphere of dawah to outside of Arabian Peninsula. But then, now I want to be very brief. In the 8th year after Hijrah, because when there was treaty for 2 years with the Quraysh, now there was time for preaching. So in these 2 years, lot of people had accepted Islam. And when in the 8th year after Hijrah, Muhammad proceeded to Mecca, he had 10,000 people with him. And the Mecca had to surrender without any resistance. Very few people died who couldn't bear it from among the infidels and mushriks of Mecca. And they had to accept. Whatever has happened, we have to accept. And after that, that position came, which I discussed in my earlier lecture. قالت الأعراب آمنا قل لم تؤمنوا إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا. When help of Allah came and you got the victory, you were triumphant, O Muhammad, and you saw now armies of people are entering the deen of Allah. They are coming. Deputations from that tribe, we accept Islam, we enter the deen of Allah. So, another deputation coming from another tribe, from another corner of Arabian Peninsula, we accept. We pledge ourselves to you, O Muhammad. So the whole of Arabia, here the deen of Allah became supreme. Now regarding revolution, my stand is that no true revolution can be contained in any geographical or national boundaries. It is the litmus test of a revolution that it will go beyond. If the ideology is forceful, it will be accepted. So now the internationalization of the revolution of Muhammad started through those letters. A conflict started with the Romans. There were 2 fights, 2 battles. But I don't want to go into detail. Only I want to mention that now, when Arabian Peninsula had been secured, cleared of kufr, all Islam, now he proceeded to internationalize his mission. Now, because the title was Contemporary Pakistan, vis-a-vis this possibility of Islamic revolution. But let me make one point. I accept this total methodology of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, except I have made an ijtihad in the last step. I told you now, these days, it's not easy to take arms against the governments. Governments are very powerful. They have standing armies, they have police, they have air force. So it is not feasible. Although it is not forbidden. In a country, if it is practicable and feasible, this movement of Islamic revolution can take arms. It is halal, it is permissible, but not feasible. Instead, in that book of mine, I have suggested what I told to you about Gandhi and Khomeini. A